This is Joshua Alvarez, and this is Canada Pitch, right here at Canada Star TV. And well, today we're going to have a very special guest, and her name is Megha, and so happy to see you here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, so Megha, tell us a little bit about your background.
So I'm a filmmaker from Bombay, and I was also a teacher there. So I was teaching films and screenwriting specifically, and was also making ad films and short films on the side. I also worked on a couple of features in Hyderabad and in Bombay. And yeah, so basically my background is storytelling and teaching. So
Great. And how long have you been here in Canada?
It's been almost 2.5 years in Canada.
Okay, so how was the journey?
It was fantastic. It's fantastic right now, but when it began in 2015, it wasn't that great for me personally, because the change was a little difficult.
Okay.
And to figure my ground here was also difficult, especially because most of my friends who have moved here, they moved on account of their jobs, so they had everything figured out. That was not the same for me. I had to figure out everything from scratch, so it wasn't easy.
You all been there, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, and this might be a little bit related towards your project, right?
Yes, very much, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your project.
So my project is called The Immigrant. The way I picture it is it's a series of 13 short documentaries made on different immigrants who have immigrated to Canada at different points of time, to understand their relationship with the country and their relationship with themselves, because you change as a person when you move to a new country. So both have to, nicely fit into each other, the country and the person. So the process is what I'm trying to shoot.
The process. Basically, your story, my story, everybody's story.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So you mentioned how many projects are you intending to pitch?
So right now, I have 8 people ready. But I have to shoot 13. So I need to figure out 5 more interesting people. Yes.
And what backgrounds do you have so far?
Right now, I have already shot with an Iranian person, Iranian Muslim. The reason I'm mentioning it is because the second person I'm shooting with is an Iranian Parsi, but who migrated to India really long ago. So that's my second immigrant. The third one are a Serbian couple. The fourth one is somebody who migrated from Africa. So I have different continents covered.
Wow, so there's diversity all over.
Yeah.
What motivated you to come up with this production?
So when I first moved here, I found that there were enough resources, but when you move, it's an emotional experience. It's not just a physical experience. Everything happens inside you. So I started a blog called The Brown Desi, which only covers writers from South Asian backgrounds. So I have run that blog for almost 1.5 years. And I felt like the natural next step now is to cover stories of everyone who have moved here. Because when I moved here, I also joined TESOL. So I took a bridging workshop, and I have TESOL Ontario certification too, where I met a lot of people from different parts of the world, from Iran, from Afghanistan, from Saudi Arabia, from Bangladesh, like you name a country and they were there. And what connected us was the similarity of our experience. We're very different in terms of culture and also similar.
Yes.
So, but the process is what brought us together. And I thought this was very interesting for everyone to know that people are so similar. And there are some differences, but I think we should focus on how similar we are.
Definitely. I'm very excited about this project. So why don't we see this trailer?
Sure.
Produced by you, eh?
Okay, sure.
Because of a special situation that we had in Iran, we decided to immigrate here and reestablish life, restart everything. I have worked as an English teacher in Iran for 15 years. Being a teacher has always been respectful, but is not lucrative. Everything has been changed. A new culture, new people, new situation. It is like a rebirth. You put your ego aside and start from zero. I applied for many jobs repeatedly and I didn't get any answer. But the time that lady looked at me and said, Mariam, we are hiring you. You are so energetic and you are so positive and we need you. It was a very memorable moment for me. Toronto, thank you. You gave me security. You accepted me. You gave me the opportunity to grow and find myself.
Wow, that was a wonderful trailer, eh?
Thank you.
Okay, I really liked it, and I really see the connection between you and what's her name again?
Mariam.
And Mariam.
Yes.
I see the connection, and it's so beautiful, and I really like the part when she's playing the instrument.
Yeah.
I liked it, eh?
Thank
she has
you.
a great smile. And
Yeah,
a
she
beautiful
does.
story.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
great. So now, as we all know, in Canada Pitch, besides talking about your production, we also have a great opportunity to meet experts in the film industry, producers, so they will give us advice. So today we're going to have as a guest Christopher Lane. He's a producer, he's a director, and in some festivals, in some film festivals, he's even a judge, right? So let's listen to Chris, okay? Christopher.
Sure.
Okay, Christopher.
Hi, Joshua. How are you?
Pretty good, and you?
Thanks for having me. And hello, Megha. How are
Hi.
you?
Hi, Chris. Good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing well.
Okay, so Christopher, what advice would you give to Megha right now?
Okay, so I had a chance to look at your the piece you produced and hear a little bit about your project, and I think it's a timely project. I think it's interesting. You know, to put together a pitch of any sort, you want to be as prepared as you possibly can, and so I think you're well on the way. I think if you followed mainly female experience as well, if all 13 episodes followed that sort of line, I think it might strengthen your opportunity for a pitch. You know, there's several funding agents available. You know, there's obviously the Bell Media Fund and the Rogers Documentary Fund. The Toronto Arts Council might be something worth looking into. I'd certainly think about, you know, if private investment is one way, but, you know, they're looking for a return. I think in this case, I think what you've got is such a unique opportunity to look for sponsorship, where sponsorship, they're really not looking for a return. They're just looking as branding as a return. So they just want positivity, showing Toronto. So reaching out to like an immigration lawyer that might be willing to lend his name and services for branding reasons to a program like this might be a great idea for you. You know, any other immigrants that you may know of that have successfully created business and so on within these communities, within our community and so on. These might be the type of individuals that would help strengthen this. On top of it, I think your piece is really nice. I'd like to see maybe if you reach out to, I don't know, like LIFT, like the Liaison of Independent Filmmakers of Toronto, or some other individuals to maybe assist you and help you maybe sort of punch it up. You know, there's some steady camera, make sure the audio is right, all of that. branded up front with your title, your name, contact information, things like that. I think you'd have a successful sort of pitch. I think you'd do well on any of the social media platforms and so on.
Mm-hmm.
That's some great advice, Christopher.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So what do you think is Megha's biggest strength in regards to this project?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that, Josh.
Yes. What do you think are Megha's biggest strength in regards to this project?
Well, I think she's it's a story she's familiar with. So the fact that she's going to tell that story, with her own experiences, and then bring in other individuals and have that shared experience, that commonality throughout it, I think is a strong way to go. I can see that her storytelling ability is right on the money right away. I think it just needs a little, perhaps a little slick production value to really put it over the top, right? But I think her storytelling abilities, Megha, I think you're right on the money. I like seeing the images of you, walking through the city with a coffee in your hand or whatever, and so on. It looked great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher. That is some great advice, eh? Okay. So do you think that at the end of the show, Megha and you can connect like through emails?
Sure, absolutely. Feel free to email me. That'd be fantastic. I can offer any advice you'd like, and maybe even point you into some people that might want to help, and we'll have a look.
That'll be fantastic. Thanks so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Christopher, and it was a great honor having you part of the show today.
Well, thank you, Josh. Anytime. I like your show a lot.
Okay, so thank you. So have a great day, eh?
Thank you.
Okay. So that was some great advice, eh? So did you notice the direction that Christopher advised you to go to?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he hit it right there on the dot, right? It's the private investors, people. I like that idea about immigration attorneys that might like to fund this project.
Right.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to look at all the resources that he told me about, and definitely email him and you, and be on top of it.
Absolutely,
so, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, at the end of the show, we're going to show also our dear audience how they might be able to contribute towards this project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Megha. It was great having you here. I'm really excited about this project, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Okay.
Me too. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
And thank
Okay.
you. And well, there we are, the immigrant. So what is going to happen next? Let's see, eh? So if you want to contribute towards this production, at the end we're going to show you the crowdfunding campaign, how we could help out. And yes, let's look forward to see this production at the end. Well, thank you very much, and thank you very much, Megha, for being part of this show today.
Thank you.
Okay, so this was Joshua Alvarez for Canada Star TV, and hey, the show is Canada Pitch. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys in the next time. Bye bye.